Welcome to Ignite Success. I'm your host, Snowden McFall, 25-year professional speaker, 6-time author, and coach for women in confident public speaking and money business breakthroughs. With me today is one of the finalists for the Women Connecting Women First Responder Award. This is Lakita Gordon, and she is the communications coordinator for the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Welcome, Lakita.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. So you are an outstanding woman, and you were recommended to us by another outstanding JSO officer. And I know that you have many things that you do in the course of your day, and we're going to talk a little bit about your book as well. Tell us how long you've been with JSO and what it is that you do.
I've been with the JSO a total of almost 8.5 years. I've had the opportunity to be a community service officer and now a corrections officer.
Wonderful. And I know you do a lot of different things in Jacksonville in terms of your community involvement. Tell us what that might be.
I have the great opportunity to be able to volunteer for the Police Athletic League for different sporting events, different recruiting events. I've also had affiliation with Impact Church and basically doing a lot of mentoring to school-age kids.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So you've written this book called The Other Side of Addiction, and tell us about that book.
The other side of addiction is my life story. I have a twin sister, and both of my parents were addicted to drugs. And so I endeavor to tell the story of how addiction affected me, although I've never been an addict.
Wow. And did your parents ever recover?
My mother has recovered. Unfortunately, my father did not make it. He passed about 5 years ago.
Mm, mm. And is your twin an addict, or is she healthy?
No, thank God she's amazing. She's healthy. We're very, very close because we're all we have pretty much. So she's very healthy.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So that's very compelling to talk about that. So I imagine that when you're out speaking in the community, that's one of the things you address. Is that right?
Definitely. I've had a lot of different speaking engagements involving my book and a lot of different AA meetings and things of that nature.
So talk to us a little bit about, because I grew up with alcohol in my family. Both my parents were alcoholics. So I know how difficult that can be to be on the other side of that. Talk to us about being on the other side of drug addicted parents. What's that like for a child?
Of course, it's very tough and traumatic to see the changes that my parents went through. We didn't have any guidance growing up. I tell about different stories and events in my book where my twin sister and I were left in drug houses for weeks at a time. We didn't
Mm.
know if our parents were dead or alive. And as a young child, I had the responsibility of taking care of although she's my twin, taking care of my twin and a few other relatives while trying to grow up and be a child myself. So it was very tough.
Very tough. I bet it was terrifying. And
Yes.
was there another adult that you could turn to? How did you get out of that?
Thankfully, we had my grandmother who played a vital role in our lives. She was very sickly throughout our childhood, so we had that responsibility also to take care of her. She had a lot of issues with heart disease and high blood pressure, things of that nature. So we had got some nursing experience under our belts as young kids too.
Wow. Wow. Well, you are so admirable. I mean, what an experience, what a life experience. And I bet that your book has made a big difference to people so that they can have a greater understanding of it. Does it
Yeah.
help prevent kids getting into drugs?
Yes, ma'am. I've gotten some great feedback over the years. I've been published since 2014, so I've gotten some great feedback. Some of the inmates in our facility have gotten a hold of it as well, and it has changed some lives, thankfully. So that was the whole point of me writing it.
That's wonderful. You should be very proud. Well, we are so
Yes.
excited that you are one of our finalists for the Female First Responder Award. Women Connecting Women is an awards event put out by Professional Women's Council to honor the hidden gems in our community, the women who are doing extraordinary things, but don't get much recognition and don't get much appreciation. So it's on October 21st, 2020, and we'll find out. Lakita, you've got 2 other wonderful JSO women who are going to be joining you as finalists, and it's quite an honor just to be a finalist itself. So congratulations on all you do. We thank you and we commend you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You have a great day. Thanks for being with us.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Ignite Success. We have more interviews with other great women coming up soon.